my family was born in what was then British Guiana and is now called Guyana, a very small, the only English-speaking country in South America. We're really here today to better understand those who've left their countries to begin a new life here.
They come here, as Juanita said, her mom came here, not only for economic opportunity, but for the freedoms that we have. And so it is a way of reminding us of the importance of not only those precious liberties, but also the reasons why the United States remains today, never forget it, remains a beacon.
Well, our strengths are we have this wonderful entrepreneurial, peerless entrepreneurial culture where people want to come create businesses, where they have opportunities that they don't see anyplace else in the world. And we have great universities that people want to come to from all over the world. Say, wow, the best and the brightest in the world want to come to the United States to study, and many of them want to, after they study, stay and build businesses or go to work for new businesses. And what do we say to them? All too frequently, what we say to them is, no, you can't. You have to leave, you have to go home.
I think of our country as made up of immigrants. In 2015, finally, we will have undocumented people have driver's licenses in our state.
Just the processing fee to apply for naturalization in 1989 was $60, and today it's $680.
Same thing, right? We all need stability. We need a roof over our heads. We need our children to be taken care of. We need to be able to communicate and to speak the language. And we need support. We need access to that support to make it happen.
Not only being in the United States, but the original culture from which the student is part of. And that, to me, is as valuable sometimes as the academics. That feeling of belonging. This is my educational institution. I truly do belong here.
I have to say, from the Muslim community, I think the youth are one of the biggest groups. To talk about my, our Sunday school, we have 400 kids in our Sunday school. So it is a challenge in terms of getting them involved. Many actually high school, early college students want to get involved, and we have had various programs in order to do that.
And the job of the lawyer is to really explain why credibility, why are these sort of lagoons in your story, and then finding other sources of evidence.
Basically what the movement has done for this has created a space where these students could look for resources and share their stories.
We are still a city of immigrants, and I am not at all ashamed to say to you that what I want in Bridgeport are more immigrants.
Yo alzo mi voz no para gritar, sino para que los que no tienen voz puedan ser escuchados. I raise my voice not to shout, but so that those without a voice can be heard. These are the words by Malala Yousafzai, a 2013 Nobel Peace Prize candidate.
Assume that we're not going to have English as the predominant language in the United States, and therefore we can have a workplace in which we allow our workforce to not have the benefit of participating in the majority language. It's kind of a less than half a loaf we're offering in terms of opportunity.
Thousands of people are pouring out of Syria right now in Egypt, and the people that died in the boat, the hundreds that died in the boat in the Mediterranean, it is a scandal, as the Pope said. The fact that we can't figure out a way of housing and taking care of these people.
So Connecticut now, partially due to our work, partially due to the work of great allies, now has, in many ways, a leading progressive posture toward the undocumented. We have a policy of in-state tuition for undocumented students.
Of all the issues that I've dealt with in my coming on 5 years in Congress, this one is unique in the sense that if we get it right, and it's not technically difficult to get right, there is really no principled argument for not doing it.
So I wish you all safe travels home, a wonderful weekend, and encourage you to continue the dialogue. And once again, thank you all for coming. And a big round of applause.